This is retarded. Okay, no time wasting, let's do it. So if you're unfamiliar with what's going on, don't worry, allow Papa Katana's fans to kick you to the curb as he brings you up to speed. Dead or Alive is a video game franchise that exists. The end. Okay, I'm kidding. It's a fighting game franchise that originated in the super late 90s and was a significantly lesser known series compared to bigger and better games. It's gone on to stay a significantly lesser known game series. However, there was a side series releasing that wasn't a fighting game and instead a not dating sim but also kinda gacha game with little real or fun gameplay added and just... yeah. So Dead or Alive overall, it's fair to say, has a unique gimmick, right? Mortal Kombat has blood and gore and guts, Tekken has whatever the hell this is, and Dead or Alive has boobs, breasts, titties. Not a lot of ass though, but hey, the point is the gimmick was low-key the sex appeal of the females. It can be backed up with the fact that there are usually more female fighters than male fighters in the roster of these games, I think. Anyway, there's a reason DOA is not as well known as other fighting games. What's the reason? I don't know. But I do know that I enjoy the appeal of small communities fighting amongst each other. So a guy by the name of Zachary, hey that rhymed, made a post on good old Twitter talking about the next Dead or Alive game and what it should be like. Essentially, he said that if there were to be a DOA 7, it needs to go back to the roots of what made the games before 6 more well regarded in terms of the competitive scene. Removing mechanics that made the game easier, good luck with that, chief, and dialing back on the sexualization of the game so it can be taken more seriously as a fighting game. Which I can't really disagree with, and I don't think a lot of people really could. However, given that this is Twitter and the internet, you're gonna have the bliss of ignorance of, well, Twitter users, who went on to push back and embrace the over-sexualization, quote-unquote, in the fighting game, arguing that the next game should include more of this, cause I guess we just didn't have enough last time. It then caused a bit of a back and forth online on what made DOA 6 the latest fighting game in the series flump to begin with. Funny thing is that literally everyone's wrong about why DOA 6 failed. It had nothing to do with the DLC, nothing to do with the lack or overuse of sexualization. It's because it's fucking Dead or Alive. The most popular this series got was all the way back in 2006. The DirecTV tournament, or whatever, CGS, that's like the most people will remember on it. And that wasn't even regarded as the best DOA game. The game after it was. And the only people on that game were the same 20 players who were always on it. DOA fans, I'm not sorry, because I doubt many people in the general public will recognize this character over this character. Anyway, while the back and forth over this tweet went on, a certain individual spoke up. Punisher. Damn, I want to call this guy Frank Castle. So Punisher claimed himself the biggest content creator when it comes to the Dead or Alive scene, and its side piece series as well, saying that everyone else compared to him is irrelevant. No. Like, actually, the most popular Punisher got was off of fighting Low Tier God in Street Fighter and beating him a lot. In Street Fighter. Meanwhile, you have actual workhorses specifically for this game, such as Emery Reigns, Hoodless, Zachary, and others. These are the people who host or take part in big grand tournaments that, you know, aren't that big. So from the outside looking in, it's pretty easy to tell who's got a better reach for this game series and who overall has done more. From what I've seen, Punisher hasn't done anything great from DOA besides stream the beach game more often than the main game and constantly talk about how he hates SJWs or something. I don't know, man. You go watch his stream. But like, no, I just really want to outline the difference between the groups of this very thin community, right? One half of it just wants it to be taken a little bit more seriously for a potential future and have nothing but love for the game and want it to be better and don't even mind the sexualization. The other half gets triggered when you talk bad about its sexualization and want it stuck there so bad that they're willing to watch the series burn to the ground if it means the memory includes bouncy titties stuck in their head. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We do not need sex appeal in our games like that. You can go to other places if you want that. At best, it's a nice cherry on top of solid gameplay, and at worst, it's gonna cause your game to be as irrelevant as this series. I don't care how the main chick of Stellar Blade looks. All of you can go to hell because she looks 17, just turned 18. I care about the gameplay being, you know, good and worthwhile. but I'm not gonna play it and never will, so. Look guys, I have the actual solution to all of this. Just reboot DOA completely. Have it be rebooted as an anime on Netflix, get the lore better written there, and just have it be a huge ad for DOA 7 and then released it afterwards. Pretty much foolproof because now we fixed the lore and gain a wider audience to get eyes on the game. But it won't matter because, you know, this game series is retarded and no one knows about it, so I just wasted my time talking about all this.
He says all that clout farming, which Sakurai was not clout farming. How are you clout farming in a game that no one cares about and no one plays? To only have 14 people watching your stream, which I don't know what that has to do with what he said. You're watching the guy stream, you're like cyber stalking him at this point. You clearly don't like him. Why the fuck are you in his stream? Laughing my ass out with a bunch of O's because one wasn't enough. How come your Jesus Christ, bro. What? Well, I gotta be a monkey for, bro.
Over DOA, yo.
What the fuck you got?
Over DOA, yo.